traffic jam is a clear indication of a failing segment of the network. The most promising solution would be a continuous eastbound lane from Cortez Bridge to the 2 lanes of eastbound Cortez. Longboat Key is not asking to ignore the legitimate mobility concerns of our neighbors who live in Cortez. We're asking FDOT to design a solution that allows a continuous eastbound lane while still providing reasonable access to move around the area of Cortez.
As far as the options and the plans go, option D is a great option, a permanent option. I don't think a temporary option is going to do anything except change the traffic flow and make it harder for the permanent option to go through. I think it's a waste of time, and I think you're just appeasing the barrier islands at the expense of business and the residents that live in the oldest active fishing village in the state of Florida.
Believe me, if there was an easy solution, we would have done it by now. It wouldn't have been in the same state for the last 20 years or so of a signal with the offset intersection. So we're looking real hard for solutions. The first 2 solutions that we threw out there are basically default solutions that we look at on most of our projects. One solution is do nothing, leave it like it is, and it's bad, but we know how bad it is, and it's not going to get much worse. As development comes, it may, but that was always an option we look at. The second option would be to remove the signal completely. We looked at that option, although we don't think that's the preferred alternative. We think that there does need to be a signal there. Then we started looking at what can we do short term and what can we do long term. And short term, as we were asked by the MPO, was to look at things that could be implemented preferably by the next peak season. And that's what we developed the option that most of you probably see back there. It's shown as option C. The reason that we propose that is right now, as long as we keep all the movements in the intersection operating as they do, we cannot make the intersection any more efficient. And so what we did is we counted the traffic out there. We tried to find the movements that had the most volumes, identify those movements that had lower volumes, and then seeing if we can do anything that would still accommodate the heaviest volume movements, but perhaps at the expense of the lower volume movements.